This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
All right. Newton Lartey married that.
Where's the key? General.
Yeah.
Yes, General. Champions League night. Etwagunra. Now, Tony Montana. A lot of the stories regarding the two games. Etwagu or Benibao, and of course San Siro. But General, my main started with Chelsea game because. Minister our interest pa Kessben our game talking about the two teams now Chelsea lineup general the back game it means going forward. As I said, Chelsea expect to say the back three system would always be, at the end of the day, back three no you become wasem. So for Fana, Theo Silva, Koulibaly, three players we say a ball in a back three. No, you Ben Chilwell, James, no, you Kovacic, Fernandez, and then N'Golo Kante, João Felix. Of course, in a final third, a ball alongside Raheem Sterling. For Real Madrid, typical 4-3-3, except Tchouameni and a walk bench. I went to start the game. So this was the earlier part of the game at not chances back for Chelsea. Now some of the times, you know, catch the Premier League boys, and I said about one-on-one situations. So analyze it. Real Madrid or attack Chelsea in a typical situation. This is the high line of defense. So the last person I would defense, you know, or not who position. It means every member in white here, general, are falling in the final third. Omoko goal. But after set, I'm see Bono in turnovers and quickly Chelsea. Now from here. Say, apart from say defender no all born home them pa close to down the attacker no watch something very closely. This is the space. Now Militao is matching player first João Felix boot for boot. And so she got to a position another positioner Obe highlight say he really aligned himself according to the movement and the direction of the ball. And yet it's a Militao it's not so swatiada and that ball was saved within a foot. These are some of the situations na a major highlighter. A goalkeeper, general, very, very effective. Now, he was leading the defender by some 2 meters. But as to how Militao catch it up with all the 2 meters now or level up the pace, another mark of a top-notch centre back or pace on the game. Now, so who can't Chelsea attack in the air? Not just who can't typical two players, general, on Belly D line in Kai Havertz, sometimes on it pitch, so but Obekan João Felix and Raheem Sterling. So centrally, not Chelsea air ball with two strikers way, but apart from these two, Obasa also a highlight to say wider zones or no, why not occupy. So putting these together, it means Chelsea our four strikers are two and two out wider. Now so earlier part of the game around the 22nd minute, every single mover Chelsea biano, not general be positive and that was how Chelsea in first goal. It was done by virtue of that movement from João Felix or two central defenders, Mekan Alaba and Militao in Temwa. It was another splendid moment from Thibaut Courtois. And look at that frustration from Frank Lampard. I mean, that delivery from James onto the feet of Raheem Sterling. It shows a back counter attacking game. Chelsea kakra. Look. The first thing as a striker, I said, Obepini, the centre back, may come little behind him. No, you're one-on-one with Courtois. And a bus saying, well, you defend an Efrimo. What can you add as a top-notch goalkeeper? And a Courtois said, I am here. And a man presence, but that delivery from James and Mekisho said, this ball should have been at least at the back of the net. But kudos to Courtois. Now, another thing, over so our Chelsea game, we say, every single moment around the final third, general, no more strikers and also cry. So the ball need but look at the number of white jerseys at what area as compared to blue jersey. So how can you have a very clear cut chances here around the zone? Multiple white jerseys now, but as compared to two blue jerseys, not a basana. The chances, quality, not a better from. Despite that, now not Chelsea, and some half chances from here. That block from Rudiger was another top-notch moment. Now Messi Mount between the ball at net, but the timing of the block and the stillness of the foot out there, a stopping ball. Who said indeed, not Chelsea you go on the share, but put away Chelsea chances. Now you can be about Real Madrid and. For Real Madrid in the final third, General be a year of good note. Biano, Yana Benzema and Vinicius, just as evidence there. Yana a show power. Chelsea struggle, but who is the real keeper? Yana Obama a Tron, a bit compact and more organized. And yet Kepa and the bet me, I yes, but on this evidence, trust me, General Kepa and from there. Now from here. me highlight the back pair and the actual the switch pass from Tony Cruz. That delivery in behind the ball. There is a bit of space here. Let's count from this angle. Space Kessben Ohana. This is where Karim Benzema a drop a ball no Obeka at the toilet. I mean Kepa a parry ball no, and that rebound no a volley for Karim Benzema. From this circumstance, there's no way says a striker is Karim Benzema. Who drop a ball no at the tune anymore. General own to me. But before ball no about the toilet, I keep telling you guys say ball you consider you share in sequences. So who is this guy? I am asking you. This is Kavaha, a right back. But your position is zone now. He's in the midfield zone or Bababwa. It means when this zone was condensed and suffocated by Real Madrid. Nature says almost also a such a ball at the back in Fifi, a break of her. A honey can say inverted right back or left back. Macan was a Malaysia or Mota a body bipa, Jacques Cancelo, similarly also bought Saruno. I had here Ancelotti, Aquaco for tactical book. And now midfielders now, Chelsea air tries on back condensed way around. Kavaha becomes an extra bonus midfielder and or J ball quickly or drop a ball. Now that pass was a Dani Alves-esque kind of pass to Vinicius and a ball Kepa a Pereira, a Babeto Vinicius and also Benzema and him. The combination between these two players is explicit and it's been doing massive, hugely massive for team and friends at Chelsea. Now from here. So we are made for the general. Now, say a car at the friend say pass. Now, when you're good, trust me, you can never score from this angle. This is the kind of space you need a great vision to, pick from distance. And that pass from almost like 30 meters. And now a defender, a drop a ball at the two Chelsea backline. Look at that space between Kepa and the last line of defense, which is the main backline. But the space, and the most important piece of this chances creation. And a Benzema a movie here. Now it wasn't an offside. It was so clear. And Kepa, who said at this point, we're considered from this angle. But the pass, the top-notch drop that cushioned the ball, in fact, for Benzema, it shows Real Madrid one team or general about 10% chance they can maximize that 10% to make it 90. It means only a team back. Now look at that pattern. Pattern where the who say usually Vinicius ball on the court in the left channel or Katibaka or Bioba Mitibian or Tumisha. Usually, Jordiaba and Messi, a more similar pattern. Jordiaba and Messi, or repeating the brave most often. So, born the court out wider. Yana unya player back or Baby Miti. Vows how Madrid, in ya almost second goal, general, on the ball at two net. Ancelotti even felt a bono at Tonet area, and there was another chance at the red card in the bar. But before that, she red card in the way. Now, me from a point on the red card incident in the from where they lost the ball in 10 over. After said referee initiated the card, Rodrigo making sure say born Antoinette, but he's really done some massive job because around the 59th minute, now unya player bako yini free equation it means where you're. Now let's talk about something very, very crucial here. This is a back four for Chelsea. In addition to Kukuyera, but your line is who's a line at Kukuyera Honoman Nachia. It means what drop every line, what Jatiago Silver and Wabanim. That is point one. Keep it. Point two. There are three players here in addition to Kukuyera. Midfielders two, and I say you can see them. And a Kukuyera Ababe Soso. In the midst of them, there's the one position, and Rodrigo Ababefa. That is point two. Now here, say ye Kukuyera free mudia. What it meant, and they said general Kukuyera position, player friend say Rodrigo acted as a striker, and Okochi Kukuyera didn't free question. That was how everything really happened. After say Rodrigo, Ejibon attracted pressure, and almost a drop a ball. Now consider the first goal. Nakavaha at the ball two line, and then add that to this as well because at this point there's a big space here. Kukuyera and in a free move. General, this is the situation that brought it. So, a fake number of defenders are Treme. That is a back three. One here, Ben Chilwell, Thiago Silva, and of course Fofana. Where is Kukuyera? He's been taken out of the equation by player friend Rodrigo. Now drop the ball like the first goal, and the Madrid start dropping ball behind the line. And at this point, how many players of Chelsea can you count here? And Rodrigo achi. 3 players as against 1. Record and referee on 4 and Sakran Koribotum. But the picture and the signals are so clear and visible. Say at this point, every defender will be touch a striker no general. Open say referee Yinibotum, not the card natural. Kukuyera and a criteria, but Ben Chilwell received the record systematically. Madrid enim say o drop a ball at the Chelsea backline here. The evidence from the first goal, the evidence with the red card, of course, a show, and it was a joyous moment for this youngster. Of course, the ensuing free kick in there, the war meant kept a position on good because now Warner covered the other side, and it was Sevi Alaba a ball no Emma Chelsea stayed the game. But as soon as we say sense about Rodrigo no earlier, now me discuss a certain pattern of play, Jordi Alba, Messi, Vinicius. Whenever he gets the ball on the left zone, on the left channel, or cut it back, somebody has to meet that. But earlier, Kukuyera clear ball. But for the second time, ball no best and to nobody avail here. And Asensio can't ball no edishable. So the pattern has always been the same thing. But apart from the pattern, this is always the situation. There's a ball here, there's a late runner, now Babishia. But apart from that, there's something I'll also be showing you. Had it not been a sense of social ball, count how many white jerseys you can find around the box and no any kind of non-territorial dominance. Area Hanya Madrid, but I'm going to dominate you. Blue jerseys in a way, fall box room. 10 players in addition to Kepa or more box room. But outside the box, a Honeyana is sensitive. That is a zone 14. A Honda second balls, rebounds, a drop. So apart from say Asensio Channel, there are other 4 players here. Anka Bono so on them maintaining pressure no our Chelsea. So I am sure Frank Lampard will be going through that. But on this note, around the 74th minute, and Chelsea conceded the second goal from Real Madrid and Carlo Ancelotti. It was beautifully created, and Madrid making sure say almost experience in the Champions League. Forget about quality. On bet media points, especially at the Bernabeu, and I'm sealing the points. And look at the elation that erupted at the Bernabeu from the fans, and of course, Ancelotti never celebrates, but Hadier. So when you're Chelsea now, we say, as say, Oma Waniji. And away from the Bernabeu, let's move quickly to San Siro. Now, you game no one of the champions of Europe. Every single moment, but of course, 16 points. At the summit of the Serie A table for Napoli this season, it's been surreal. Everything Omoye and the manager Francis Spalletti, top-notch performances. But at San Siro, Milan made sure that Giroud best abafie ababaye jumano at the team. And it was that. But Milan is a Jumano, and not just who would kill those chances. But here, let's talk about Vika Varaskelia. That position around the final third. But goalkeeper friend said Mike Maignan. Tony Montana story, no, that story is bebre. Goalkeeper we home. And no performances, Add that to now it means a do Champions League na general. You can't Buffon, you can't Ika Casillas Manoa, you can't Victor Valdes Van der Sar. Top-notch goalkeepers about Europe over the years, top European nights. This goalkeeper at some point, so by me who say the presence, So Milan lost the ball in their own third, and Napoli are PK. Now there's something about this Napoli team, even without Osimhen, they keep creating lots of chances. As to who buries those chances, they different. So just 2 players per and who box Lozano here, and then Vika Varaskelia. Despite their height, Napoli created chances at Namsuru. That gave the chances to Simon Kia and Tomori to clear those balls. Sometimes I want to pick a shot from distance, sometimes 30 meters away from the box now. And Guiza Zambo Aguisa Mona try to keep some of the opportunities from distance to test Mike Maignan. And these are some of the things that about Europa. So now there's a pressing trap here. Let's talk about the pressing trap. This is Milan all build it out. Free defensive zone. But from here, this is the trap from Napoli. Every single Milan player, who said Napoli player, this is a pressing trap. A bunny saying counter blue, na counter black. How can you move this ball out? And you Okaya, a Chrisutin gamer or boy just recently against Angola. Now you can't pressing trap. This is a pressing trap. Napoli at the air Milan pa. Every single move on by say during the first phase of their build-up, on you born in the French, Napoli made sure systematically more plans and traps are a better born in the amount. But to the best of Mike Maignan, every single touch I be back in the box now making sure say general or best save the ball Milan has stay in the game every single move. Now let's talk about the goal from Ismail Benassar, because every single time Milan ever caught attacking, no me throw or much spaces Mujai, Emma Vika, having Lozano, Visa players or more experiences. But another game, I keep repeating this: say, here defense, here method, here attack. to navigate your way out to the latter stages of the Champions League, you need as well a top-notch goalkeeper. A best situation is beyond the outflow players. Obetimi a stable situation na general or the amount. And there was another red card in that game by virtue of double yellow cards for Zambo and Ginsa. So the first yellow card now producer innocence. I said when Dibonianisa or explanation, this player Salami Kessben Giroud Musa one year player a friend is one year bibia. But that was it. The first yellow card and Okanimi Niboma a red card situation. And a referee now at the chair Zambo and key man domestically and Europe. Or Baba Twaswa, unfortunately, I don't know what I say. So Napoli kept knocking each and every moment. But Mike Maignan said, I had here and net and a ball about Betonet. Look at that save against Politano, Heavy Lozano. These are all players of back Mike Maignan. So, but from here, and Napoli, Ebeka consider Omugola. In fact, now one of the sad moments it will game number because now Napoli are dominating, trying to create a lot of chances through other players like Rafael or the chances in the back. No more and you can see that frustration from MADRID, that goalkeeper for Napoli. Every move Biana Ombenyano. Now I could see a pointer, a cardiac can say dead Nabono, a bet ended at the back of the net. And when Napoli lost that ball here, not just a consider go now, sir. So after the 39th getting to 40th minutes, Benacer had this bullet at the back of the net, and a Napoli general almost a consider game. In fact, Sir Oshadi Kakrebi has said Napoli were really chasing the game. So how many players and Omajawa when they lost the ball? A maximum of 5 players. And in addition to this guy right here, so it means 3 players were ahead of the 5. Apart from that, look at that move, and you can still count. Say Kim Min Jae, other members of the back line. Now from here, there's a forward pass, but the goal was scored through the zone. It means so Osha pass now, so the 2 high back pass, but or the 2 forward pass, and no attractive pressure no call at the left side of the Napoli defense. That created a big vacuum. Napoli defense for player friends said Benacer. So your goalkeeper na born about Toho say at the mouth there. Yeah, now a very difficult general Obabechino. But for Ismail Benacer, MADRID had absolutely nothing to do in terms of saving this ball. And Milan easily other 3 points El San Siro. Don't forget the second leg, Bella Kuchegu, Diego Armando Maradona Stadium, Naples, south of Italy. On a second leg, because but for the time being, Milan and Pioli and a pick all the 3 points against Spalletti when you excellent season but for the Champions League they lost all the 3 points. Kudos to Milan and of course Real Madrid, so we have 3 points each. General, what I remind the Champions League
okay and Newton Lartey married that or they are brain so you